141, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46,
Hi, Lily.
47, Hilda, you'll have to excuse me a minute. The recipe calls for 150 strokes.
What are you doing it by hand for? Is the electric mixer broken?
Nobody goes so fast you can't count the strokes. Where was I? Oh, yes, 148, 49, 150. Hilda, tell me, where have you been keeping yourself? I haven't seen you for ages.
Can you keep it secret?
No, but tell me anyway.
I've been taking mambo lessons.
Mambo lessons?
Yes, you know. Papa loves mambo, da-da-da, Mama loves mambo, ba-ba-ba-ba. Having a fling again, younger than spring again, feeling that zing again, wow! Oh, Lily, you should learn to do the mambo. And you know, Ronaldo teaches it so simply.
Really? How much does this Ronaldo charge for a lesson?
$10 an hour. And he's worth every wiggle.
I should hope he was.
Do you know what Ronaldo calls me?
What?
Twinkle toes.
Oh, no.
Yes, and he says after 10 more lessons, I'll be fit to be seen in public.
Well, good for you. Say, where does this Ronaldo have his studio?
Oh, he only gives private lessons in the home. But he says as soon as he gets somebody to back him, he's going to have a whole chain of dance studios.
Oh, he sounds ambitious.
Oh, he is. You know, I'm wondering that some woman hasn't grabbed him off before.
Oh, is he single?
Well, you don't think I'm taking mambo lessons just to hear my sacroiliac clap.
Hilda, if I didn't know you, I'd think you were serious.
Does it show?
Hilda, you are serious.
Oh, his name is Ronaldo Carlos Montez.
Oh, is he Spanish?
He couldn't be more Spanish if he were an omelet.
Hilda, how old is he?
Well, I don't really think that matters, dear.
Hilda, is he younger than you are?
A few months, maybe.
How many months?
200 or 300.
Come, Hilda.
Well, if you must know, he's 41.
Oh, well, don't you think that's a little bit too young for you?
Oh, when people are in love with each other, age makes no difference.
But, dear, you've only known this man for about 2 weeks. Don't you think that's a little too soon to go overboard?
Honey, when you reach our age, it's better to go overboard quick than to stay on board ship and gather barnacles. Oh, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking Hilda's making a fool of herself.
Dear, you're my best friend, and I want you to be happy.
Listen, Lily, I've had 3 husbands, and believe me, this is the real thing. Ronaldo and I love each other.
Has he said he loves you?
Well, if he didn't, would he be with me every evening? Would he take me to such places as Ciro's and the Macombo?
Oh, goodness knows. Those places are expensive.
I can afford it.
Hilda.
Now, wait a minute. No. Don't go jumping to conclusions now, dear. Ronaldo is very proud. He's going to pay me back every penny as soon as he gets his dance studio started.
Listen.
Oh, I've got to go. I've got an appointment. In 15 minutes, I've got to be at the beauty parlor. Goodbye, Lily.
Listen, Hilda.
Oh, now, don't look like that, Lily.
Frankly, dear.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking these May and December marriages never work out.
That is what I'm thinking.
Don't worry, dear. There's still a touch of July left in the old girl yet.
Well, what do you think?
I just don't think Mother will like it.
Why not? It's an honor, isn't it?
Yes, and it would be nice. But I'm afraid Mother wouldn't like the publicity. Might embarrass her.
I don't think so. I think she'd be flattered to be named Mother of the Month. I know I'd be.
You, Mother of the Month?
Why not? I think he'd make a great Mother of the Month.
All right, Pete, cut it out.
That's what this country needs, men who aren't afraid to strike out in new directions.
Pete, what in the world is that?
Oh, Dennis told me to put the dog out of the house. I forgot. 10 minutes ago, this was a sweater.
Pete, that's not the sweater Gladys has been knitting for 3 months.
Give that lady $3 silver.
I bet Gladys is furious, huh?
Not exactly. She just told me to unravel it and use it to hang myself.
Come on over here and sit down. I'll give you a hand with it.
Pardon me, Mother. Matt, what's this Mother of the Month stuff all about?
It's that contest the Westwood Gazette is running. Lily doesn't know it yet, but I entered her name.
Oh, you think she's got a chance?
I do now.
What do you mean, now?
Well, it just so happens that Dan Winters, the editor of the Gazette, is a bug on bowling. We have a date to go bowling tomorrow night.
Shrewd? Pretty shrewd, Matt.
Well, I'm not so sure. How do we know Mother would like being named Mother of the Month?
Why, I think she'd love it. I'd like to pay homage to my mother-in-law. When are they going to have a Monster of the Month?
Well, what's so funny? Oh, nothing, Mother. Just Pete and his jokes. Oh, Pete, what in the world are you doing?
Oh, Gladys cooked me a skein of spaghetti.
Here, let me help you with that. That's women's work.
Oh, Mrs. Ruskin, I couldn't let you do that.
Say, Ruth, don't you think I ought to telephone Hilda? Mother, that's the 5th time you've asked me that tonight. Well, I feel I should do something. Hilda's my friend, and I can't just sit back and let her ruin her life.
Lily, do you think you should interfere? It's possible they could get married and everything would turn out fine.
I don't think so. This Ronaldo doesn't sound like a responsible man. I know when a man takes me to a nightclub, I never have to pay the check.
You mean Hilda picks up the tab?
Yes.
That guy is a gigolo.
Now, Pete, that's not a very nice thing to say.
The least the bum could do is go Dutch. I always did.
Gee, Lily, I didn't know Hilda was financing this romance.
Poor Hilda.
Tell me, has this guy put the bite on Hilda for any big dough yet?
So far, they're only dancing.
What do you mean, Pete? You think this guy Ronaldo's a fortune hunter?
He's not hunting cucarachas. You read about these guys in the paper all the time. They get a hold of a woman with dough, string her along, get her to invest her life savings in some shady deal.
Wait, that's exactly what Hilda said. What did she say? Why, this Ronaldo is going to start a chain of dance studios as soon as he can find someone to finance the thing with plenty of money.
Someone with plenty of money. Pete, I think you've got something there.
It figured. This guy is out to clip Hilda.
That's exactly what I think. I can't let this happen to Hilda. I'm going over to warn her. Mother, why don't you telephone her? No, dear, this is urgent. I haven't time. Gee, poor Hilda.
How does a woman ever get mixed up with a man like that?
It's the old primitive law of the jungle. Woman needs man, man needs money. Well, I gotta run along.
Okay, Pete, so long.
So long.
So long, Pete.
I'm coming. Hello. Oh, hello. Whether dear. Huh? Oh, no, dear, I haven't forgotten. No, I have a note right here. Yes, I have it written. Take $2,000 out of the bank tomorrow and buy defense bonds. Oh, don't thank me, dear. I'm proud to do it. And tell the girls to keep on slugging for good old Yankee Doodle. Goodbye. Oh, serves you right. Eat like a horse and you look like a horse. Come in. We're ready. Hildy, oh, Hildy, I'm so glad
I
you
just
come
came over for a minute.
Listen,
Because
which bracelets would you wear if you were me? Well, I don't think it makes any difference. I'll wear both of them, don't you think? My little chili pepper just loves me with jewelry. La cucaracha, la cucaracha. Oh, la cucaracha. He calls that our song, Ronaldo does. It means cockroach to me.
Hilda, did it ever occur to you that Ronaldo could be a fortune hunter?
Fortune hunter? Oh, Lily, you flipped your lid.
Hilda, if you would just stop and...
Oh, no, I can't stop. With a man like Ronaldo, you can't stop. You've got to keep going. Oh, it's a mad world, dear. We've been out every night this week. Oh, I'm a cinch to catch him if I just don't run out of gas.
Or money.
Oh, now stop talking like that.
Hilda, just tell me one thing.
What?
Have you invested any money in this dance studio idea of his?
Oh, don't be silly, Lily. That's him. Oh, he's coming. Isn't it exciting, dear? Isn't it exciting? Do me a favor, will you, dear? Please, do me a favor. There's some bills there on the table, and I want you to mail them in the mailbox for me, will you?
Well,
Goodbye, dear.
I will.
Goodbye. I'm off, dear. Goodbye. Oh, and do you know, Lily, this is the first time in years I've gone out with a man with hair. Buenos Aires!
Take $2,000 out of the bank. Oh, Hilda, why couldn't you have been satisfied with a Charleston?
Yes, Mr. Hutchins. Our bank will be very happy to finance the project. Drop in on us at your convenience. You're quite welcome. Goodbye. Oh, may I help you?
Yes, please.
I'm Mr. Wagner. Won't you sit down?
Oh, thank you. Oh, what a beautiful child. Yours?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, yes. I can see the resemblance now. The eyes, the nose, the chin. I bet when he grows up, he even has your mustache.
I hope not. It's a girl. Now then, what can I do for you, Mrs.
Ruskin, Lily Ruskin. Well, I have a very urgent problem.
Well, the bank is always glad to be of service, Mrs. Ruskin. Just what is your problem?
A friend of mine is coming in to draw out a considerable sum of money. You mustn't give it to her.
Oh. Why not?
Because she's practically throwing her money away.
May I ask what she intends to do with the money?
Give it to a mambo instructor.
Now, I really don't think there's anything the bank can do about this. It's such a personal matter.
Oh, but you must do something.
What would you like me to do?
Just refuse to give Hilda the money.
But she can't do that.
Well, I wish you could, because Hilda's my best friend, and I'm desperately worried about her. I'd hate to see her lose all that money just because of a silly infatuation. You understand?
Of course, I understand. And she's very fortunate to have a good friend like you.
Thank you. Well, goodbye.
Oh, Mrs. Ruskin.
Yes?
About this silly infatuation, have you ever met the mambo dancer?
No.
Well, then, don't you think you're being just a little unfair? Maybe he actually does like your friend.
No, I don't think so.
But you're not sure?
No.
You know, we have a slogan here at the bank. Never turn your back on a deal until you've thoroughly investigated it.
Oh, never turn your... Mr. Wagner, you've given me an idea.
I have.
Tonight, I'm taking a mambo lesson. Goodbye.
Ruth, this sponge cake is wonderful.
Well, thank you, Pete. But Gladys's sponge cake is just as good.
Better. The one we've got in our shower has lasted over a year.
Well, we're all set. And if my strategy works out, Dan Winters can't help but name Lily Mother of the Month.
Well, now, what do you mean by that?
After the game, I'll casually invite him over for a snack. Let him see for himself what a wonderful person Lily is. How gentle, how considerate, how sweet.
All right, all right. Don't get sickening about it.
Another thing, I want to keep Dan in a good mood, so we'll let him win. We're going to lose every game.
That's easy for you to do. You don't know how to play. But I've gotten so hot lately, I throw a strike every time I fling the pill.
Yes, Pete, I've noticed that. What's happened?
I worked out a system.
Oh?
I get a good grip on the ball, take careful aim, and then imagine the kingpin is my mother-in-law. Wham! Right in the kisser.
Miss Ruthie, I borrowed your good earrings. Do you mind? No, Mother, of course not.
Wow, look at you.
Do you have a date?
Well, you don't dress like that to pluck a chicken.
Well, I do have a date.
Oh, where are you going?
Oh, I think we'll stay here. Mother, do we know the gentleman that's coming this evening? No, but don't feel left out of things on that account. To tell the truth, I don't know him myself.
Blind date, huh?
Sort of.
My mother-in-law had a blind date once. Kind of funny, too. The fella could see all right when he called on her. But just looking at her ruined his eyes. All right, don't shove, don't shove.
Well, we'll see you later, Lily. You might not know it, but this could be a very eventful evening.
You may not know it, but you are so right. Go on, dear. Have a good time. Good night, Mother. Good night. Good night, dear.
Goodbye.
Don't stay too late. Lily, are you all right? Are you all right? Well, Hilda, I'm all right.
When your call sounded so urgent, I ran all the way.
Well, come over here, dear, and catch your breath.
Catch it. I passed it 3 blocks back. Lily, what's going on here?
Well, dear, sit down here. Make yourself comfortable, and I'll tell you.
Well, what are you all dolled up for?
Well, I'm taking a mambo lesson.
Wonderful. But why the emergency?
I'm taking it from a Ronaldo Montes.
What?
Now, Hilda, dear, let me explain.
Explain. Oh, Lily, how could you do a thing like this to me? 1,000 mambo teachers are walking around the streets of Hollywood, and you pick the one man I've got my brand on.
Now, Hilda, you must believe me. I am doing this to show you that Ronaldo is a fortune hunter.
What a perfectly horrible thing to say.
Hilda, I know more about this than you think I do. Oh, Hilda, look. You see that? You see that? Take this, dear.
Yes.
You see that screen back there?
Yes.
Go back, sit there, and listen.
No power on earth could make me get behind that screen.
Well, I wonder if Ronaldo knows your real age.
Oh, Lily, you wouldn't.
You get behind there, or I'll tell him that you voted for McKinley.
McKinley? Oh, now, Lily, don't be crazy. Why, I was only, blackmailer.
Mrs. Ruskin?
Yes.
I'm Rinaldo Montes.
Oh, Mr. Montes. Do come into the living room.
Thank you very much. I brought the record. I hope you have a phonograph.
Oh, yes, indeed. We have one right here. Shall we sit down and talk for a few minutes? Chat and sort of get acquainted before my lesson.
If you like.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, Mr. Ruskin, who recommended me to you?
A pupil of yours. I don't remember her name, but she didn't do you justice. You're much more attractive than she said.
You are very kind.
Now tell me all about yourself.
Well, there is nothing much to tell. Would you care for a cigarette?
No, thank you. Oh, what a beautiful case. A gift?
Yes, from one of my pupils.
May I read the inscription?
Oh, certainly.
To my chili pepper from his twinkle toes.
Really quite a charming lady.
I suppose you have a great many charming ladies among your pupils.
Well, not too many. After all, how many women can afford $10 an hour for a dancing lesson?
Oh, I suppose so. Thank goodness, money has never been one of my problems.
Oh?
My husband left me so much money, I don't know what to do with it.
It must be a considerable sum.
Well, just let's say that I could afford 3 million mambo lessons.
You must have a lawyer to advise you.
No one.
Mrs. Ruskin, has anyone ever told you how beautiful you are?
Oh, Rinaldo. Next thing I know, you'll be whispering sweet nothings in my ear.
That's a wonderful idea. Lily of the lily white hand.
McKinley? McKinley is our cat. He's not allowed in here.
Oh, forget McKinley. From now on, you have a new pet.
Oh, Rinaldo, you're just saying that to be kind, because you realize how lonely I am.
You will no longer be lonely. I'm yours to command. Just name the time and the place, and I'm...
But wouldn't that interfere with your work and your pupils?
Oh, forget my pupils. I already have.
Including Twinkle Toes?
Twinkle Toes. Can't you keep a secret?
Tell me.
Twinkle Toes is a hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus! Never lay my hands on you, you Bluebeard! You double-crossing Don Juan! I'll lay my hands on... I'll break every bone in you! But I got it!
Come on in, Dan. Just wait till you meet Lily.
Do it, I'll get him! I lay my hands on him! I'll save you!
Which one of these two did you have in mind as Mother of the Month? Mrs. Ruskin, not only are you everything Ruth and Matt said you were, but you've done us a great service.
Really?
Our paper will publish a series of articles exposing these unscrupulous men who prey on unsuspecting women. Mrs. Crocker, do you mind if we use this incident?
Well, if you don't use my name.
I understand. We can call you Madam X.
Well, that isn't very descriptive. Couldn't you say an attractive young woman, better known as Twinkle Toes?
Of course. Well, good night, Mrs. Crocker.
Good night.
Henshaw. Good night, Mother of the Month.
Oh, good night.
Come on, Dan. I'll walk you out to the car.
Gee, Mother, you made her.
You certainly did.
Why, I don't know what to say. But don't you think that's rather presumptuous of me?
No, Mother, of course not. Now, I want you to go right upstairs and get to bed. You should look bright and fresh in the morning.
Is someone coming?
Yes, the photographers. They're coming to take your pictures.
Oh, a picture of me in the papers? Oh, no. Thousands of people gawking at me and saying, that is Lily Ruskin, Mother of the Month. Oh, no.
Well, Mother, if you feel that way about it, we could call and cancel the whole thing.
Ruth, which do you think would be better, full face or profile?
Seen were Fortunio Bonanova, Tris Coffin, and Ray Walker.
Ruthie?
Yes, dear.
You know what?
No, what?
No Christmas present from your mother.
Matt, will you stop acting like a big